Aloha, oi, aloha, oi, iki ona ona no ika lipo. Hey Sibs! I just got back from my trip to Hawaii, which was really marvelous. I haven't had time to process all the video for it yet, so I won't be showing you much of that right now, but I did want to talk about my new ukulele, which I bought there. Check out the pretty design. Bought it from this really cute little store, all by its sort of set off by itself, near Front Street in Lahaina, Hawaii, which is in Maui. The woman who ran the shop, she told me that this brand, this DD brand, which is also on the bag, D&D Ukulele, was their store brand. And they'd been in business there 10 years or more, selling ukuleles. The little shop was full of nothing but ukuleles all over the place, and then outside other stuff for tourists, of course. And I tried out several of their ukuleles, and most of them were kind of junky, but this one sounded pretty good though. I mean, it's not anything marvelous, but it has a good sound, and it's a size I don't have. This is a concert size ukulele, which is in between the two that I had already. I already had the smallest size and the bigger size, and this is the in-between size. And I had thought there wasn't much point to the in-between size, but I like the way it sounds. And it is a pretty little thing. I was anxious on my trip to get one in Hawaii. I did not take a ukulele with me to Hawaii because I planned to try and buy one and bring it back. Partly for the authenticity of having a Hawaiian ukulele, partly because I thought it'd be good to support the ukulele business in Hawaii. According to things that I've read, it's like they're just all over the place there, and it's true, they are, at least the really, really junky ones, the ones that they sell in like little cardboard boxes that look like they're toys. They really are. They're sold for like 25 bucks or 30 bucks, and they're junk. Don't buy those. I was excited to buy one, from a store in Hawaii, from their store brand. I thought, this is pretty cool. It sounds really good. I've played it a lot now, and it continues to sound good. It holds its tune really well. But not long after I bought it, I began to have my suspicions that it wasn't really manufactured in Hawaii. Now, there's no made in Taiwan or made in China sticker on it anywhere, which I thought legally you would have to do. And the label on the inside says D&D Ukulele is an original brand found in Maui, Hawaii, and made of the best selected wood, all by handcrafted. Not the greatest English, but like I said, she spoke Chinese, and I believe the D&D was for her name, Doris, and I forget what her husband's name is supposed to be. Wu is their last name, and so I assume, they're not native English speakers. And it has a serial number inside of number 73, and an email address, and a web address, which is in fact wrong. www.ddukulele.com, which when I checked it out, there is a website there, but it doesn't really seem to be them. If I put an N between the D's, D-N-D ukulele, then I get what looks like probably is their website. And when I look at that website, they have two addresses. They have their own address there in Maui, and there's also an address for Taiwan. So this is what I think is actually the case. I think that they buy these things blank and undecorated, and then they carve the pretty design in it, and then they don't have to say that it was made outside the U.S. So the question is, how upset should I be about that? I'm a little disappointed because I was hoping to buy something made there. To be fair, I think that I had unreasonable expectations. I talked to a couple of people who know people who make ukuleles there, and they go for like $900 like minimum, and I was not up to paying for that much. So maybe I was unreasonable to expect that I could buy something really locally made. But the question really is, like, should I be upset? I felt a little upset, felt like I'd been a little tricked. But then on the other hand, it sounds good, and it plays well. I can't really complain about the way it plays. So and in fact, they live there. They are now, Hawaiians. They're U.S. citizens. They want to, they have their own little business and they're trying to make their way. I'm still supporting local Hawaiian business, right? So how much does it really matter that it probably wasn't really originally the most important parts of it constructed in Hawaii? How much should I really care? I mean, I do care about supporting America, but I care about supporting everyone. Everyone deserves to make a living, right? I don't know for certain, for that matter, that it wasn't made in Hawaii. I just suspect. That's all. It's a pretty instrument. It plays well. What do you think? Till next week, stay shiny. Oh, one more thing. I am still planning to do a question answering session. So far, the only person who's posted any question is my brother. Hi, Kevin. Thanks a lot. If anybody else wants to post questions, it's going to be a couple weeks, hope, before I actually do the question answering videos. You got a little time, but post some more questions and comments, and I'll see if I can come up with something. Otherwise, I'll just have to make up questions, and well, that could be fun too.